So this morning, I want to spend about 10 minutes of your time. Just give me 10 minutes. I want to show you some of the things that I'm pleased with our house. Excuse me. I won't be able to do a whole house tour in 10 minutes. I'm just going to show you some things that I've worked that we're happy with and some things that had to change. And remember, good morning, my wonderful people. Good morning and welcome back again to our beautiful Karating Hacienda. If you're joining us for the first time, Karating is in Western Kenya in Kisumu. And excuse me. And we are back again to the village, coming to do what we do best, that is spending time and showing you what really is possible. In the last couple of weeks, I've really spoken with so many diasporans from all kinds of places, some of them not even Africans. And many people seem to find the life in the village really exciting. And so one thing that I'm hoping to do with my channel, at the bare minimum, is to inspire people to see what is really possible in Africa, especially in the villages. Because unfortunately, many folks tend to think of Africa in ways that are not really glamorous. And so middle-class Africa is not visible in many spaces. In fact, just type any African country. A lot of our countries, as soon as you type the name of the country, you'll see how all kinds of terrible things pop up. And so at the bare minimum, I'm hoping to inspire folks to show them what is really possible about life in the African village. So if you're joining us for the first time, this is Wonodidi's channel. We're back from Long Beach. I'm a returning American who spends time both in Long Beach, California, and in Kisumu. I'm at a point where I'm able to spend half of the year in Kenya and half of the year in the US. And my plan is to do to change in such a way that I could do at least maybe even 90% of my time in the village. So as I prepare to return, gradually over time, I do quite a bit of construction work. I help folks with finding builders and architects. And so if you need help with that, feel free to reach out. So this morning, I want to spend about 10 minutes of your time. Just give me 10 minutes. I want to show you some of the things that I'm pleased with our house. Excuse me. I won't be able to do a whole house tour in 10 minutes, but I'll do the downstairs, the living areas, because there are many things that worked out and some things did not work out. Each time I come back home, I have a lot of renovation to do, which can be really costly. So I hope maybe you'll pick up something that may be useful so you don't have to make the same mistakes that we have made. And when my wife and I were planning on the home we wanted in the village, there are so many things that we wanted. We got some of them I hope we'll get in a future house or maybe when we renovate this one. So I'm just going to show you some things that I've worked that we're happy with and some things that had to change. And remember, some of those things we had to change over time because initially we had some ideas, but then there's some things that you put in place when you're building until you move in your house, you realize maybe this is not turning out the way we thought. So come with me. Let me show you just a few things that we think worked out fine. But others, I'll do another video and I'll show you some things that we're not happy with that we will have to change. So I'm going to start this video here, and I don't know if you can see it really well. This is sort of like the entryway. When you open, when you get into our main entrance right here, we've got this double French door that is very high. I like very high doors. They sort of give the impression of a very big space. And the best thing about having these large doors is if and when you need to bring in something really big, they come in handy. So whenever you're building a home, don't do what they call standard doors. These massive doors are very handy and very practical when you're bringing in something big. I had a friend who actually imported a couch from the US. Very expensive, very nice couch. And when they got home, the couch could not get into his house, given the size of his door. So it doesn't hurt to go massive with exterior doors. And nowadays they do some really good doors that are very wide. So this is one thing I'm very happy about. We don't usually open all of it, but when I open the two sides, this door is huge and pretty much anything we want can come in. And in the main entrance too, you'll notice we have a guest room right here. This is a guest bedroom that is full on en suite. I've really liked that. It's not something I even thought about, But it works very well to have a guest room downstairs. It's because sometimes I have guests who really can't climb stairs. And when they come, obviously this room comes in handy. And it's full on suite. And we also have our master bedroom on the ground floor. I don't know if I have permission yet to film in our bedroom. Someday, if I get permission, I might do that. But we have our master on the ground floor, and that I'm very happy with, because oftentimes I don't like the idea of running up and down at my age. So I can only imagine having to go upstairs later on in life when the body is not functioning too well. So I'm really happy with the idea of having one guest room down floor that is full on en suite, and having the master downstairs. The second thing that I'm happy with is the choice of the color. Many people do white, and white for me is just easy to work with. The paintwork is still not done. There's still work to be done here, but white is relatively easy to work with. And the nice thing about it, it gives the impression of a much bigger size. So the house looks actually much bigger than it is. Sometimes I talk to my clients and they think my mansion is probably acres. Our home literally sits in a space of about maybe half an acre or even less. It's not even that big. But yes, someday when you get a chance to visit us in Gauteng, you might come and see. But it's much smaller than it looks on camera. So I like the white color on the walls. And then as you can see, we did wainscoting panels. If you don't know what that is, this is what it is. And there are different sizes for wainscoting panels. We went with the bigger ones because the smaller ones kind of made this place look a lot busier than I would want it. I mean, I still think that in part it looks a little busy, but at least I don't have plain white walls all over the place. So then later on, we hope to put some decorative elements here. And right here, we expect to put either maybe like a grand piano or some kind of a console with flowers and all that. And that's the part that I have not done yet, because over the last, I went through 4 years of real hardship building this home. And so by the time we got to this day, I was less motivated to continue doing much. So yes, there's still work to be done, especially with interior decor. And so that's one place that I'll need some help. And by the way, if you know somebody who is a good person with interior decor, not interior design, please refer them to us, those who are affordable. Right now, our team, we have pretty much everything. We have architects, we have builders, we have interior designers, we have landscape and all that. The one thing we still don't have a very good person that is affordable is interior decor. But remember, there's a big difference between interior decor and interior design. So we're happy about that. The other thing I'm also happy about it was the choice of the tiles. As you can see, you got this white marble tiles. I like them. I just wish they were slightly bigger. Personally, I have a preference for the 60 by 120. They usually look much better, but they're really expensive. Especially when you build a bigger house, tiling can be one of the most expensive things to do in the house. If you go for the bigger ones, 60 by 120, they look very nice, but they're very expensive. So we like the choice of the tile. The bigger challenge though has been finding the balance between white and the other colors, because sometimes I think if you have too much white in the house, it feels like, for me, it's a little overwhelming. So we need to find a balance between white and the rest. So we like the tiles, and this is the place where we have the TV area. I think it came out nicely. The one thing that I'm going to have to redo is this area where we have, I don't know what you call it, but this area where you have the TV. I'm not too happy with how it turned out. I think we could have done a better job. So that will come down at some point. But this space right here, between where you see this Maasai guy, and when you move all the way back there, we absolutely love it. It came out exactly as we were hoping. It's relatively massive. You can do a whole lot. And we're going to put the interior decor guys to come in and help us just juice it up a little bit. So that's one thing we're happy with. And then for our back doors, we actually have two metal doors. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can show you. So we have these folding metal doors. Two massive folding metal doors that you can simply open, and it'll simply maximize the space so that there's almost no difference between the inside and the out. Once you remove all the locks and then you open it up, it opens up this space so much that oftentimes we have guests sitting in the house and then we have guests sitting out in the veranda. And so it feels like you're inside and you're outside at the same time. So we are very happy with how this turned out. But the metal work cost us quite a bit because the kinds of metals that we used for these doors were really, really heavy metals. Now, we were worried about safety at the time, but at this point, I'm not too worried about it because we have other measures that really would allow us to do aluminum. So if you have the budget, or if we did have the budget, for this doll, I think I would have gone aluminum. But so far, I think we are happy with what it looks like. And then when I turn around, you'll see we move from that end to this other end where we have a completely open plan kitchen. And so this living space is directly connected to the kitchen, and there's really no barrier. It works out really well because oftentimes we are cooking and sitting here entertaining at the same time. So it's really easy to just work with that. I know some people don't like fully open plan kitchens, so we can often give you like a semi-open or closed. It just depends on what you like. So we like this open plan design. And then of course we have this relatively large island with a sink in it. I'm pleased, but I'll do a separate video on kitchen. So essentially this is what we have for the first floor, and I've not given you all of it. I'll do maybe a third video that shows you the other parts of it that we're happy about. And then later on, I'll also walk you around and show you the things that I'm not too excited about that maybe over time we can change. So anyway, this is Wonodidi's channel. Please support us by subscribing. I'll see you in the next. Thank you.